Hello and welcome. This video is going to be a little bit different. I don't imagine many of you actually come here for the gameplay, but I'm just going to be running around in circles. There's a fair few things that we need to talk about. The obvious part is, again, I've been absent for a very long time, and I feel like I spend more time now making downbeat videos about why I haven't been making videos than I do making actual videos. So I'm going to try and keep this one short, and I'm not going to bother doing too much of this. But yeah, I haven't been around for quite a while, so I felt like I'd go over what's going on. I'm moving house very, very suddenly. I don't actually have a place to move to, but I'm in the process of trying to find that place. And also the store that I work in is closing down. And so I'm also looking for jobs, but also trying to, I'm part of a Next Steppers program in the company I work for, so I'm trying to work at that whilst working at finding another job and also finding a place to live and then working full-time in between all that. I've had no real time to do this. The time I've had, I've just been I have no energy to do this kind of thing. But I feel like the least I can do is at least make this video and explain what's going on. But it is going to mean some big changes, especially in the future. I spent quite a while preparing to make a this is the end, see you guys later video, but I'm not going to do it just for the sake of, I don't want to then, maybe I'll find some time in the future, maybe we will get back to it, and maybe that would be great. But I think what's going to happen is the channel is going to stay the way it has been these last few weeks for a little while. I'm going to call it a sort of indefinite hiatus thing. I have no times or plans or dates of when I will be doing stuff. I'll just be doing stuff when I can. So it will be things like group events and stuff with Tom and everybody else I'll probably get involved with. I don't know if I can get involved with their one that's just coming up, actually, because there's a lot of stuff going on. But that sort of stuff I'll probably throw in, and then maybe here and there I'll do a thing. But I think the idea is I'm going to kind of... not stop, because I really don't want to do that. Man, that's actually quite upsetting. I don't want to do that. No, not at all. But it's going to slow down. There's not going to be much going on, especially for the next few weeks. In terms of Twitch, in terms of streaming, I'll be doing that when I can and when I have the energy to. But again, we're not talking a lot. I'm hoping to stream maybe tomorrow, actually, if I can fit it in with everything. I shouldn't need to be doing too much tomorrow. The new Life is Strange chapter's out, so I'm hopefully going to be doing that tomorrow. But again, with the whole thing, I can't tell you when or what or how or anything like that. And here's the other thing, okay? This is one of the biggest things at the moment, is that I currently am not in a very good position financially. Now, I hate talking about this stuff, and I've always wanted to keep anything like that separate, but it means that the time that I spend doing this, I need to be spending at work, because I need to be earning money, if that makes sense. I can't justify cutting hours back and taking a day or two off work to do stuff like this when there's no return on it. And I know that is obviously... I think if we're honest, 99% of people on this website say it's nothing to do with that at all. I'm not here for anything like that. But I think also 99% of people here are definitely not going to turn any of that down. So the truth is that. Now, I'm not saying I don't want to do this because I don't make any money from it. That is not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that because I don't get anything like that, I need to be spending my time somewhere else at the moment. And that's quite honestly the truth. I don't like talking about this. It always feels wrong. It always feels weird. But I'm going to leave it with this. I've considered the idea of a Patreon, and now I don't want to set all that stuff up, and if it's a waste of time, and if you guys don't like that idea or anything like that. So if you guys could let me know whether that's something that is worth doing, because the more time I can put into this, the better, I guess. Now, I don't know how well I've worded that. I mean, I'm just doing this as I go, and I probably shouldn't be, because I'm going to say something wrong, but then it wouldn't be me otherwise, would it? So that's kind of that's my idea at the moment. Is we'll look at doing something like that, and if that's something you guys want to support, then we'll go at it, and I'll try and make more time for this. We were touching on streaming, something else I do need to talk about. So again, the same deal. It's I mean, the Patreon would support both, so that's not really a problem, but I would like to make more time for Twitch. If I'm very honest, I do enjoy it a little bit more. But obviously, if we're bringing something like Patreon in, then it will be a decision that you guys make collectively as to what I do most. But the other biggest change is this, and this is the one thing that is going to be the hardest to get around, unless of course we can make something like that work. That is, I'm not moving in on my own. I'm going to be moving in with my girlfriend, and that's going to make things very difficult in terms of spending time recording and streaming. Mostly because I don't like the idea of having somebody else in the house when I do this. I think that feels really, really weird. I know that probably sounds silly, but anybody who has done this probably understands. I know some people Oh, that was so close. I know people like Joy and everybody obviously are more than happy to do it, but they're comfortable doing it. I've never done that. I've never had anybody else in the house at all, especially not in the next room. I feel like that's going to be really awkward. Alongside that, I'm going to be living an hour or so away from where I'll hopefully be working, so that's going to cut down my time even more. I'm going to have a lot larger bills to pay because the situation is going to be very different to how I pay things now. So again, I need to spend more time at work, and I think you guys get the loop. It's just very difficult for me to spend that much time on things. And you know, I was quite up for making this video this morning, but this has actually put me in a pretty bad mood now. I really didn't want to be saying this stuff because it's not what I want to be doing at all. If I had my way, then I would work part-time and spend part-time on this, but I cannot live like that, unfortunately, and that's just the way it is, I'm afraid. So yeah, I don't know what's going to be happening in about a month or so, once everything's sort of settled. I mean, the way that it should work out is that I should have 1 or 2 days every week where I can stream and or record, and that's almost guaranteed. Once I've moved, that is. But before that, in this period now, I've no idea what I can do and when I can do things because everything is so up and down. I might finally get a day off work, but then I've got estate agents to speak to and everything else to do in the meantime, and there's just so much to be done at the moment. I really probably have about 1,000 other things to do, but I'm trying not to think about them so I can get this video done. But I think that's the general gist of things. So the idea is, videos will be very scarce. I'd like to do snapshot videos, but they're going to be kind of late, if at all. So I'll probably get on them because I want to. So you might see some of those dotted about. And like I said, group events with Tom and the guys probably might happen. I don't know how soon that will be. I don't know what they've got planned. So that stuff might happen. But that's probably going to be it. I'll tell you what, do you know what? We're being honest. Let's do this. One of the things I actually really wanted to do is sort of put the channel, just leave it as it is, and just upload stream highlights. That's what I'd really like to do with the channel at this point. And then in between, maybe bring out a couple of things. So snapshot videos and little one-offs and group events and stuff. Make that sort of stuff, but then just have it as sort of, by highlights as well, I don't mean like 2-minute clips. I mean edited down versions of games. So for example, we played like the whole of Life is Strange up to where it is now. I'd cut that down into watchable YouTube chunks and then put it up. I think that's what I'd like to be doing. I think that would be the best use of my time because I can kind of do both at once. My only problem with that is I feel like the whole enjoyment from live streams comes from the chat and things like that. So I don't know. Again, I need your input on this big time. Because I don't really know where to go with it all. So yeah, that's pretty much, I think I've covered everything. I've probably made a terrible job of getting everything across, but you've got to be used to this by now. So let's recap. Videos are going to be pretty much scarce, except for when I can. Streams will be again scarce, except for when I can, for the next month or so. After that, I have no idea what's going to happen because I really don't know the situation I'm going to be in. I'm hoping it's going to be a situation fairly similar to what it was a couple of weeks back where I had a couple of days where I could put time in, and where that was a financially viable option for me. But I won't know until we get there. I'm 90% sure that I'm going to have one day at least a week where I can stream and or record, and that will be the whole day. So I can record a good hour or two, stream a good 5 hours, and get it all edited and everything, and have a bit of content through the week. That's what I'm hoping for. That's the goal that I'm trying to aim towards, and I'm pretty sure that's the way it's going to go. I'm secretly hoping there'll be 2 or 3 days, but 3 is very unlikely. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, but we'll see as it goes. We'll see as it goes. So from you guys, all I really need is input. Should I bother with a Patreon? Would any of you want to support a Patreon? If you would, what sort of stuff would you like to see from it? Obviously, I'm not just going to take it and leave it. I will do the whole goals thing where you get rewards and stuff for doing things. For those of you who aren't familiar with Patreon, just pop on the website. It's fairly simple. People pledge monthly amounts towards you, and in return, they receive rewards and goals. It doesn't have to be 100, 200, thousands. It can be like $1. Like it doesn't have to be large amounts, but that's the way it works. I'm sure the internet will help you learn more. Should I bother with that? If I do bother with all that, what sort of stuff do you want to see from it? As well as that, what do you want me to focus on? I mean, obviously this is YouTube, so it's probably a little bit more biased, but should I focus more on the streams? Do you like the idea of a highlights channel? I feel like highlights channel is really the wrong term for it, because it's not highlights as such. It's not exactly highlights. It is still full length things, but just not, I don't know. I feel like I've been talking for a very long time. Have I? 11 minutes, that's not actually that bad. That's not quite as long as I thought. Maybe 12, but it's fine, don't even worry about it. But yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. That's what's going on at the moment. Too much all at once. And I don't even want to end this video because I'm having too much fun just recording this. I'm not even doing anything worthwhile. Man, stuff sucks when you grow up. I'm gonna be honest. Stuff does suck. It gets quite difficult. Especially when there are priorities and things like that, because believe me, there are a bunch of things that I would not even consider priority. I'm really good at speaking as well. I definitely know why I do this for a hobby. There are so many things I would like to prioritize differently. It's just not physically possible for me to do it, which is obviously the whole point in this video and what I've said about 1,000 times now. So I think I'm probably going to end it there, and then I'm probably going to regret this and re-record this or redo something. But hey, let's see. So I do want to thank you guys for watching. If you are, I assume that you stuck around this long, and I do really appreciate that you've done that. It's not over. I'm not gonna let this thing finish. But it's going to slow down. It's going to slow down a lot. So yeah, if you guys can let me know what you think about all of the things that we spoke about, that would be absolutely awesome. And hopefully I will see you all in a day or so. Hopefully we get some streaming done. Yeah, I'll see you next time.